are
What's my
one
map ranking?
away from
I
the
know,
grand
I'll think about
finals, and
map
Team Liquid are fighting
map
for
ranking in a
survival.
bit.
Map
Okay,
number
Shop
2
on defense,
starts
Liquid
here,
on
and
attack.
for Team Liquid,
Missplit,
it's gonna
I haven't
start with
split
one
so
of these
much.
slower rounds.
Especially to watch. Some rap
TL
making,
fans
yeah.
out in force in the audience today. I took a look around and it's just TL signs.
Okay, keep an eye on
all
the spike,
over
so
the
as we can
place.
see, this is just
Trying to
pressure.
reach the
A
ears
lot of pressure.
of their players.
They're
Team
waiting for a
Liquid
reaction
not
over
locked
towards
in,
middle.
committing towards this A site
Waiting
whatsoever.
for a
They do
reaction
use
over
the
towards
drone,
B.
which
We get
doesn't
nothing
spot
like
any
that.
players. They know there's a Sage here off the utility, very likely a Viper as
So they
well.
push, this is kind of nice, they push really close, and they've actually pushed them all the way off site.
Like this.
Liquid don't know this, but
Yeah, TL have been able to make it all the way up right on the opposite side of this Viper wall.
Like he has another cycle on this start.
Recon misses.
So can use that if they do want to commit the execute onto A.
It went straight out here.
Is hunting for information. She's found it now. They might just be forced to fall away. I'm not sure if Shopify will have a chance to contest. TL planting front sight.
Suppress there means they can't try to combine their utility, but they're just going to fight their way through regardless. Daiki finds one and looks for a little bit more. Bonita
No way.
able to get behind the
How are you
corner,
alive?
down to 16 HP.
3 for Team Liquid, and DRN on top of the wall. Chris
Boy,
break
that's
A
nice.
second for the Sage. Can she grab more? Close. No cigar. Flower full alive in the 2 versus 2, and Lori hitting shots.
Insta stick of the spike as well.
Trying to stick this one in. She's
Can
trying
stick
to
this,
swing
right?
her way around, but
Oh,
Lori
it's
is
close.
holding. And Lori.
Holy hell, it's
No,
close,
she did.
chat.
She did.
Stuck
so
it.
damn close.
That was
Lori
so
commits to
close.
the full stick. Noxie had to run all the way around 410 because of that Sage wall. And it does not matter. Shopify Rebellion will secure the pistol. And a heartbreaker for Team Liquid as they're able to fight their way through it. It started off looking so poor with Bonita and KP getting a lot done on backside, but DRN playing on top of her wall there really gave her team a shot to win it.
Yeah, but she swung for one
Sometimes
more
I
there.
would
In
love
position
like a
she
little.
couldn't be traded.
That's one thing in
Shopify
this
found
game.
their way back
There's
in.
been a few times,
Maxi so far away and
like
unable
literally
to
2 that I
leverage
can remember in
those
this event where there's
Didn't
been a
have that
stick
path.
of
There
the
will be something
diffuse
back
where
from
I'd
here.
like
Double
to,
pistols
I
for
don't know,
TL
or
off
if
that spike plant,
sometimes
nothing more.
some information on how close it was would help.
Does look
Like if they
Shopify
don't get it or if
playing a
they
little bit
did
more
get
on
it.
top of this wall. Sandra's
I know
able
that's
to
probably
flash
hard to
through it
implement,
if she
but
wants, and Bastarda able to trade
at least how
out
close it was
her
for a
teammate.
defuse is easier
It's
to
a big
implement.
kill to be able to find.
Oh,
Maxi will be spotted by that drone, so falls off top 410, and TL reset this round.
Now it does look like Bonita, who was holding under tube, has
so Liquid
given up
decide.
that angle,
Liquid
so
aren't
now
really a
there is a
fan
chance
of
for Team Liquid to
the
rotate
force
out of
buying
this.
off the plants.
Not looking to go through B main.
There's no trip in mid this round. Holding the space is totally up to
Recon
KP.
goes out. Recon gets shot before
As
it
that float
scans. They
player,
have no
she
idea,
knows her
but one
suppression's in
person
mid.
at
There should
least.
be awareness that this kitchen push is a possibility.
TL really need to pull some rotations here. If they can find that, that would allow Naxi to walk up into A. I do think she was able to dodge away from the KO knife that was sent there. That's what's enabling her to step
What a
on
weird
forward.
round.
But
Look at the
again,
time.
she needs her
Look at the
teammates'
time. Look at the
eyes
spank.
to be able to set up and make
Decision.
there's two
Look at the
players
Sage. The Sage has
backside
no idea.
that she would be running into.
Oh my
Does
goodness.
she think she has more space than she does? Has not cleared the backside. And both Shopify players are there. On the other side, things
They
are going
pulled it.
astray.
Oh my god.
They're pulling away. Does Naxi swing at the right time? Does she take the opportunity? No.
Oh, she walled
Shopify
up.
stuck behind this wall. Sauter,
That was
big
so
presence
close.
known
I mean,
that
at least they
spike
get a
third,
plant.
this will be planted.
That'll be success. Saunders just sprinting on forward. Doesn't have a care in the world. Teammates are
There
on
was
the
a
way,
small
but
window for timing,
she
but
and
obviously
Lori
she didn't know. She
will
put the
find
wall up.
two there on the
They were
site.
just behind it.
Committing to the full stick, and Lori finds a third.
Look at this.
Clean round for
Someone
Shopify.
survives on
Good
1
idea,
HP
though,
and
from
2
Team
HP.
Liquid. They
Liquid got a
realized
little bit unlucky to not get some
the
extra kills here.
opportunity to get something going in mid off of finding that chamber player early. They
There was a
try and
bulldog
pull
on
those
site, which they
rotations. If
pick
the
up as
timing had
well,
been
so.
slightly better for Naxi,
Yeah.
maybe something, but still.
Bonus
Spike
round
pad
going
down
against a
there,
full buy
and it's
now.
a
We'll
solid
keep
round
an
for
eye on
TL.
what the other
2
people from
seconds,
Shop are
and
going to
Naxi
buy.
getting for
Lori
sure
is
one kill.
kind of getting
Very
close
likely
to
a second.
res, but
Had a
wow.
chance for sure. Yeah, we talked a little bit about Bastarda earlier. 4.6 KD. I believe she was like plus 18 or something absolutely ridiculous. Was on top of the world. And now heading into a rifle round, she's going to have to tap into that.
Force ones against
And she
Fan
just
Multiplying
needs
went
that
horribly
one
for them.
round to get going. That
Yeah,
ignition source,
this
that
map
catalyst.
that was
If
just
she
a brutal
finds
map
that
to watch in
multi-kill,
general
she
for
will
them.
keep it rolling.
She is the snowball
Trip
player of this
is up
team.
here, Recon out towards here. So
Early drone
Shop take a
down
bit
to
of a
mid. Does
gamble in
spot out
terms of
Bastarda,
like
and they
really
know
heavy
she's leaning
middle,
over
and they were
towards that A
expecting
site
something
of the
mid.
map. does actually
They still have a trip
convince
up here.
Saunders to go over to that site herself. And it's a fairly passive hold in B main. I kind of like this from Shopify Rebellion. Playing a little bit more retake, not wanting to take those open fights, but as soon as this tripwire is broken, there's going to be no real fight left from Shopify here.
Actually still on this lurk, trying to hold for aggression out main, but with the Viper cycle back up, Benita
She's
actually
pushing.
commits to swing through that one. Molly in. No damage really exchanged for either side,
I mean,
but that
that's
does
info.
show some commitment, and will pull the rotations over from Shopify.
Yeah, let's look at the minimap.
are
Okay, keep a look at the minimap
very
here,
early
big
on.
time
They
here.
will
So
not
they put the
walk
chamber over
into the
towards
site.
yellow, and
They
they put
will
the
take
trip
some
behind
space
the
early.
box.
Last round,
And then
they went
there
up
was a
A,
call
left
to
a
go
solo
back
player.
A,
This time they go
but then
B.
no extra
It's
reaction
just
happened, and
match
maybe the
one.
chamber
Over by
decided to call them
yellow,
back. I'm
waiting
not
for
sure.
someone to
Okay,
try
so
and
now they're
move back in
selling the
forward.
fake over towards A with the drone,
was able to
and
spot
this is
out
nice
two
for Liquid.
players.
I actually
I
called
do
them out
believe
earlier for not doing
it
any
was
fakes,
broken
but
as the drone is still
maybe they
online.
read into that as well and saw that they
And
needed to
now
throw some fakes
everyone
into their
rotates over.
game.
Benita, the sole player
They did
back here
really
on
well
B.
this
I don't know
rotate.
if she'll
It's
be able to contest this
just
one. Molly in.
the
How
issue
long
of
is left on that Viper
planting,
cycle?
which
It
is
shouldn't
looking like
matter.
it's
TL will
good.
push deep instead, put that Viper wall down.
Good decision from them to go a little bit aggro and do this
Has
wall.
a dart to try and swing off of Spectre here.
Good
Could
kill.
be nasty, and yeah, Flowerful takes
Nice
down
shot.
that lurk of Naxi. Now it's Nachi who needs to step up. She'll find her one and get out, but look at Daiki. Flanking in mid will apply the pressure.
Okay,
and
the
join
fact
her
that she
teammates.
got seen, that still creates middle pressure, so they have to go clear this out, right? And I think the recon was up, so that could be pretty huge. That's the wall, it
With
gets
this
broken.
one-way up, they
Timing of
have
this
to play
wall was a
back
little
yellow.
bit
The wall
off.
is there already broken down, so Shopify can't just stick this one through. DRN for hers, a second from Nachi one. They're still holding onto the space back.
Oh,
no more ammo, and Nachi. DRN holding things down. It's a 2 versus 1. Sonder trying
Holy
to get
hell.
an early fight, and she'll find it. Daiki's down, but there's just no
No
time.
time. So basically, I think there was a window into winning this round, and something that you want to do. So you know when they're like planting on the site here, what you want to do is you want to create the chaos as the wall goes up, right? So while it's vulnerable, you're creating a lot of chaos. So anyone shooting the wall has to focus on you, so the person can just insta-stick the spike. Here there was a bit of the timing was just a bit off, right? It was like wall. They gave them time to shoot the wall, and then they created chaos. So I think they could definitely, the timing could have been a bit better for Shop on this one.
I love, particularly
It was nice, nice damage though,
showing the pressure
but
on
I
the
actually do
flank,
think they could
not
have won
fully
this.
committing to it, though. Those
But in
replays
terms of
can be kind
face value
dangerous
of a
if your teammates
bonus,
are
they'll
getting
take it.
pressured back yellow. So good discipline being shown out of TL.
Where the hell's
but
this
this
shot
round,
happened?
It's actually Daiki to full first. Aggression out of A main.
Yeah, it's a very different
Oh my
setup from
goodness.
just the
Where are these
tripwire,
kills?
no presence
Briss?
there to all of a sudden finding that angle, and now
There
two
is a
players
res, but
walking up A.
oh, this
They're
is a
gonna
weird
run
one.
straight into Naxi here. This is a really nasty angle to be holding. The Bulldog though for the repake on Naxi.
Oh my goodness.
Lori over by B finds 3
What a
kills.
crazy
What is
round.
going on?
Chaos. Fights on both sides. 2 fronts to battle for TL. A resurrection coming through that can't really be contested.
Okay,
for
one of those
Daiki.
rounds where we need to see a
Has to
replay.
concede this space, but wants
Feel
desperately
bad
to
for
claim
Prius
that
on this
spike.
one. It was like
Her
two
teammates
different
still so
duels.
far
He went
away.
for one.
Naxi
We
unable
didn't get to
really
see
help.
the
This is
main
a
one.
solo mission for the IGL.
I have a
That is,
rule
3
with
bullets
observing
in a
when
bullet.
stuff like this
I
happens,
don't know what
and
you're
you
gonna do
always
with that.
stick
Get the
with the
spike,
duel where
get
the
out,
spike
grab
Grab the
is.
spike, trade on over to a Bulldog with full bullets in that one. The positioning from Shopify has left A site completely open, but
But I can't be
Sonder here,
super
she's gonna
angry.
hear
It was
everyone
one. It was
sprinting
one
through A
person that might
2
get 2,
moments,
and
2
then
shots.
the
Opposing
duel went
will be
on for a little bit
potent,
longer,
but
so
there's
you didn't
only
want to
one
switch
player
halfway
healthy.
through.
They need
basically what
Daiki to do
happened.
something early. They need her to get an advantage. So stick that spike plan initially. Naxi, the one to swing, finds hers. No HP doesn't seem to be an issue, but now Sonder.
Okay,
just
nice
run
round. Let's get a
and
replay
and
of
take the
Lori
round.
so we can
The
kind of
whole
work out what
sprint
on
with
that
the
happened.
Spectre there, able to mow down the 2 final players on the team, but credit
Oh my
to Lori,
goodness.
we didn't see
Where's
it.
this
There was
cable at?
this double flank being set up, a battle 1 versus 2, but Lori finds 3 kills in B main. How does it even happen? She already got
Oh,
one,
they
and
lined
oh my
up.
God, they just lined straight up with one another. Well played.
Yeah, last time these 2 teams played on Icebox, it was a very, very slow game for Lori and for Flower.
Early
and those
pause.
are the 2 players that have been starting hot
Early
here for
pause with an
Shopify
eco. They have chamber
Already
ult
up
as
to
well.
8 kills there for Lori. Great position for her, and I like what we've seen.
It's
from
looking like both of
Shopify
these
in
teams
terms
like
of
to
the
pause
mix-up.
when their team are on eco.
Previously, B main
I
had
like
not
doing
been
that
fought
as
very
well.
aggressively. It was just a
I
straight
had a
tripwire.
talk with
And, that time around,
Fanatics
Flowerful and Lori, the
CS
players we're looking at, taking the
CS
early
coach
fights
about
and just
this.
absolutely catching TL
He
off
likes
guard.
doing the same, but he likes doing the same, but he was saying that a lot of people judge coaches on You know that stat where there's like a pause and then how many rounds you get after that pause? He was saying that his stats look bad on that because he always calls pauses on ecos. And I'm relatively similar in terms of that's how I like to approach my pauses.
Really giving away any easy advantages to TL. So again, it feels like similar to Fracture that you need players like Nachi1 and Vistarta stepping up to get those openers, to find those gaps for Team Liquid.
Yeah, that's where all the fights are going to come from. I think too, like, the way they have been setting up these lurks is these lurks aren't even necessarily to find kills. I think they're also mainly about getting information. Like, I think about how far forward onto the A side
I do it, so I've got the excuse ready.
Like, if she was actually
check how many 50s we got after me pausing Bacon. I actually wish they did the stat with it while I was coaching because it was pretty good.
Onto the opposite side of the map or rotate back into the forward position she has.
Obviously not as good as others in comparison to the buy, but
Vistarta not able to find the tripwire. That is unideal, and Daiki taken down to absolutely nothing.
You're gonna send it with the... Oh my goodness.
Wants his fight
Okay, so big...
knows that holding the space in main is pivotal, and they've found that success. Down goes Daiki, but here comes this pit.
Okay, here comes this ult that we've seen a lot of time. Nice, they were so ready for... Oh, this shotgun might do damage as well.
Actually dealing damage. Spike
oh, this is a weird round.
Nachi1 has to drop down. Finds her kill, but Benito was behind that whole time. Sonder in the mix too, but Vistarta on the trade.
Look how crazy these rounds are. Poor Prius, back-to-back rounds where the Observer just has to... Observer just has pure madness.
It's a bit of a one-way there. That's why you don't drop down into it.
5 HP.
Lori's able to find shots.
Oh.
And Naxi goes for the push,
if only the slow orb did some damage, that would be a slow orb kill.
On the opposite end for the round.
Nice round from Shop. Liquid just on their eco though, so it was a good idea doing the ult into it.
A little bit more space to play with, but either way, don't think it would have changed the outcome of that round. Shopify, their big win condition was getting the kill main.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Prius.
So they can pinch back in from mid and from B main to win that retake.
100%. You know, hey, I think we got Boaster in the studio, so maybe we can ask him. Okay, he's a bit of a connoisseur around that.
You still can't believe this is counted as a bug, as in the Viper ult. Yeah, but Bacon, this is, and again, this is like the whole thing with that whole issue, is it's just like every single Viper ability is a bug. You're telling me a smoke that when you get rid of it, you get a 0.2 advantage in terms of when you're inside it, like in front of it, dueling? Like you're telling me that's not a bug?
Yeah, every round that Shopify has won thus far.
The ult that went up here, that's not, but like, do you get what I mean? It's too many bugs in this game to talk about. I would just prefer we let all the bugs be, to be honest with you, unless it's like, whoa, unless it's just massive one.
A lineup from TL. And Shopify fighting back for two. Now this can be turned into a flank or a split under the tube. Nachi in trouble. Suppress. She's stuck on this angle.
They might not expect this.
It'll have to be DRN swinging for that trade. Ult committed. Nachi in the corner to Sonder. Clear it.
Trigger
no,
discipline.
Right discipline.
Doesn't. Okay. There's something really interesting to note here as well, and something that happens in this corner a lot. And I'm gonna wait for this round.
Their teammate bleeding out on the floor. She does have
I hope we see a replay so I can talk about it on the replay. Oh, this might work.
Sonder will finally fall. Benita just wants to stick in the smoke. Closes DRN. She's gonna hold it. But
holy hell. Okay, chat. Something. Let's hope we get a replay, but otherwise I'll try and draw it on the minimap.
Secure the round, Team Liquid take their second. And recover
when you try and let's wait. Go on, give me a replay of it. When you try and trigger discipline from this position that you're about to see,
chef's kiss.
And she was just hit by the edge.
When you try and trigger discipline from this position, if you look too much to the left, the next person will see your gun very early on. So it's important when you're close to this, you don't follow the other person, you just let them run by. Because otherwise the next person is going to see the barrel of your gun. So it's important, and like this is a similar angle, it's important to keep on aiming like this instead of aiming to the left, because the person over what's here is going to, like the second person is going to see your gun. That box is like the biggest example of it. That's where I see it happen the most, where people try and trigger discipline in that box, but they follow the person that goes by.
Great bait setup out of Shopify Rebellion. And now TL don't really have a route back in. Don't have space in B main. Haven't found much in mid. You see KP already re-droning.
So much will come down to what Naxi can do. Unfortunately for her, because she's playing up in belt, she can't.
To an extent, Massa, it depends. It depends on the angle itself. Obviously, if the angle is deep enough, it's fine. But this box there, that was like the most perfect example of it being a little bit too shallow. So if you look left, they'll see it.
At least one more tick in. Naxi on the entry finds one. KP around the corner. Flowerful will have the high-low to support her. Well, not to be committed, it's a 1-for-1 trade with Spike still just being capped. You don't want this Spike early, and they'll get it. Flash around the corner for KP, a second for Sonder.
Dude, Sonder enables KP to get a kill with the flash and has a chance to win out the 1v2.
Opportunity to shut down. Sonder swinging wide.
She's incredible.
And that is 2. Sonder wins it against Bastarda.
Sonder has been so clutch today.
She's incredible. She just wins everything.
The Sonder-Bastarda matchup in the late round moment. Sonder again out on top. And it comes after a solid looking attack, but no, it just will not be allowed. Shopify Rebellion able to turn it around with Sonder to close.
Bastarda 4 kills thus far in this game. Yesterday,
yeah, every time I'm saying
Icebox.
that's the thing as well, and every single game I've been watching Shop, I swear I always say like impact kills. I'm always saying the word impact kills when it's because especially I swear I've never actually seen her get as many eco kills. It's just always important impact.
That wave of confidence after taking down their longtime rivals in Cloud9 White.
And some eco frags in this round here. TL want to get that spike plant in at very least for this round. Naxi,
nice shot.
Great angle there to find Lori, and Sonder actually very committed, but there goes the spike.
Well, that's a rough one.
4-10. Such a tough position to be able to recover from.
There's this slow flank coming in from Benita as well. Without the chamber tripwire in play, she is going to come straight in from behind, take down Naxi.
Lock them in.
Daiki, absolutely nothing you can do in a situation like that.
Unlucky to get that one. KP's got the last brother. Dude.
Surely there's got to be a timeout here for TL. Shopify have
They've used their timeout, right? You reckon 2?
Thus far. And this has been so difficult.
You're getting boomed.
Anything going on this attacking side.
Carcass, what's up, dude? How you doing? Getting the prep in?
Of space into the site, wait for you to find that bit of a foothold, and instantly the entire team pushes back in together. They're so good at these kind of fast pre-takes.
Just sort of battling you right as they hear the spike being planted sound.
Congrats, by the way, Carcass.
Before Team Liquid had been able to get into
Chat, Carcass is the coach of G2. G2 goes on. So final tomorrow.
Going to be sending this drone over towards B. Potentially selling the idea of a fake, but that would only work, I think, if no one was here, because Lori realizes, wait a second, there's no one actually following. It's the oldest trick in the book.
Hide the bot.
They're leaning much more heavily over towards A.
That shock dart did break the tripwire in Kitchen off the bat, so keep your eyes on Naxi into this late round. There's a chance for her to get a late lurk, something that TL hasn't really been able to activate yet.
The thing is, Sova players are not the players to take the opening fight, so I think Shopify is still very much aware that this is not a full B hit, at least yet. But with their setup with 3 players over towards B, they almost have to play full-on retake. KP has ultimate, so that can be a big stalling tool as TL try to plant the spike.
And Shopify can commit to a double flank.
Yeah, this is the...
It would be fantastic to fight this retake. Everyone from TL on the site.
I want to say this is the best chance they have to actually get one of these rounds.
Could make this all big, but a great
the wall goes down.
Is able to find the Sova, and that allows them
fine.
To
they still plant early Viper. Oh, this is really good. So 2 people can play in this, and then they just need to hold Heaven, and then they're fine.
Because KP scouts out into the ultimate. Doesn't manage to find anything. The trade is there off of Natu1 finding the kill.
Holy hell, who's that? That's crazy, off the top rope.
All of a sudden, all in favor of
Golden Boy must be loving that one. That was actually like I was watching wrestling.
KP who jumps down into the pit. Bastarda is there. She is alive in the server.
She needed her round. She needed the ignition. And maybe she's found it now. TL, a big one to pick up.
Yeah, they're always together, Carcass. It's pretty nice.
Scales onto the A side.
Especially on Fracture.
And it was everything there from Bastarda. Not just all of those kills, but that night, the suppress that stopped KP.
The only reason they even got this
Carcass, you get 2 vetoes tomorrow, right? I just wanted to, I imagine you do, but I just wanted to double check.
Before the spike can manage to be planted, Shopify Rebellion would have all their players there for the
you get both?
fight TL before the spike. ends up being planted.
That helps with prep. Okay, so knife for knife, no info. Instant Viper ult.
We'll have a reinvestment into this round and a Viper's Pit to deny something towards it.
Good bait. Shop have been doing this bait a lot, right? You saw it. Oh no, was it? Who was doing the bait? Was it C9 or Shop? I can't remember on Haven.
Before Shirley, she gets raided. Shirley, she gets checked. No, absolutely not. Flowerful finds two. Lori here as well. A double of her own.
That was a nice setup in the end.
Maxi is alone in a 1 versus 4, but Stardom
that was a really nice setup in the end.
On the ground, and a drone to clear her so many angles to contend with. And she just has to back away.
Team Liquid just have not figured out how to get into B main, but Naxi
Damn, what a shutdown every single time. So that's conditioning them a lot to just not even want to go over towards B, so we might see them go over towards these places. I wonder if Shop kind of realized that and they put less over towards B main, so you might even just see them go all this and then play heavier over towards A.
Between Flowerful and Lori at the end of it all.
Lori is snappy today. Not letting anyone through. That is 7-3 now in the favor of Shopify. And remember, just earlier today, their attacking side is where they made waves against Cloud9.
You want to play? Let's play.
A frightful thought for Team Liquid. Flowerful wins the duel again.
Such lockdown of B. It's madness. But like I said, they use less people for it, right? They felt like they locked down B so heavy it wasn't going to get hit against it, leave the chamber on its own, and then they play over towards heavier middle to make sure they shut this down.
Towards the site, B main, absolute problem for Team Liquid.
How many rounds have we seen TL just
Yoru tomorrow, please. That was so fun to watch. I'm down to watch that again.
The thing is too, TL usually play very spread.
They don't have that much time to anti you, so the options there.
They so desperately need. 3 players already ready on site from Shopify Rebellion. Very late wall as well. Bastarda gets that kill. All of a sudden, the Sheriff's coming alive.
If Lori can get out, res potentials. Okay, probably. I mean, you go for this. You still res him. Yeah.
Player advantage regained. Count that up another as Saunders back.
Damn, I feel sorry for. I feel sorry for Liquid. They're actually getting kind of boomed here.
Trying to drain that clock. Like he might have done it. 1 kill. Shock darts in. Where is the trade? Can the dart do it?
Okay, that's the curse. I'll take that one.
She lives too.
I won't even argue about that. I'll take it.
Great in the previous rounds. Tap on the spike. 1 kill. Is there Daiki around the corner? Flowerful has to do this one quickly. Daiki spotted.
3 HP. No one sticks when you're playing against someone with 3 HP.
Needs to go half. Does she have the time? Does she have the chance? Absolutely. Holding on the spike.
What?
Does she have it though? Just a millimeter.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
0.15 seconds.
No way.
Flowerful finds the clutch, the Red Bull clutch.
Liquid cannot catch a break.
All is righted after TL very nearly win this thrifty round. Daiki with those double shock darts, just obscene to take down KP. And then with
I do think they're better, Carcass.
The dance they played, I thought Daiki's timings on the swing, like right before the full stick could end up happening, were perfect. Just didn't find the shot when she needed it most.
Shopify are crushing Team Liquid. 8-3. And for the final round of the half, TL. Only 1 big ult to speak of. Maybe Naxi can get that Viper's Pit on.
No, not again!
They're not even clearing their corners. Shopify is always there. Flowerful is ever present. Omniscient is this team. As TL is already down to 2.
Team Liquid are just falling apart. Where was the team?
Comes the res. We've got anything for this?
The trades, the clears,
they're just going to accept it. Yeah, they're just going to accept it.
They've just disappeared. And KP on top of it all, flanking around.
Flanker's coming. Oh, they expect it.
No way TL win this
nice. They tried to flash though. I respect that. The KO against Sonda tried to flash for it, just in case they were watching.
More patient in her approach and holding down on the line. TL is crushed in main. They are trapped. There is absolutely
9-3 curse potential, but honestly, I'm not a believer. I'll put that up there.
Shopify Rebellion taking down 2 #1 seeds potentially in the same day to then face a 3rd in G2. They're just a machine that cannot be stopped. And no one's even seen Flowerful from Team Liquid, it seems. She's always in these tight little corners. Able to find the kills, never just one, always the second, making it look too easy.
A massive recovery needed here for TL, but a short break for them as we hear from our desk.
Thank you very much, guys. Now, there's nothing that could go wrong for Shopify right now.
I think if I was Liquid here, probably would have used both of my pauses in that half.
It was, I swear.
Because they used to pause pretty early. I think it was either 2-1 or 3-1, I can't remember, but it felt like they needed another one at one point.
Just to see how close these teams are. So we actually had a round where both these teams were getting control
Was it 3-1? Yeah.
We actually see that Shopify pushed mid at the beginning of this round and got the 2 kills. And so to react, Team Liquid actually ended up pushing back into the site. And we have Nachi1 just absolutely being in her element here. Sitting here, the trigger discipline, getting those 2 kills. Benita almost defusing. It was such a weird shooting fest going on. The Viper ult, the Viper, you know, like everything that was happening was just so chaotic. And I think with both of these teams, that's something that I've noticed, is that everything was just so chaotic, so close, and towards the end, Liquid just started losing their momentum. They started not clearing corners, just running in dry, not really using their util to the best of their abilities, so it's hard.
The ideas were there for Team Liquid, but there were just so many unnecessary early deaths, and that's what we need them to turn around for the second half. The last time Bastarda was on Icebox, she dominated them, absolutely stomped them. Like, this is like one of the best stat sheets this individual will have in the tournament. So we need to see this Bastarda. We need to reduce those early frags. She needs to stay back, utilize her utility so they can retake those sites, and then stop the plants like they did last time.
Yeah, I mean, with Shopify, it's so obvious that even if one player isn't performing to their best of abilities, everyone else will. I think as a team, they have that unified momentum. But with Team Liquid, it seems once Bastarda is not really performing, everyone else is just kind of vibing, not really doing the best that they can, or not really sure of what to do next.
Well, Team Liquid, they're staring down the barrel of defeat and elimination. They have to bring it back here, Mimi and Ender. Let's see if they can.
Right, first step of
Brazil's
the comeback is Pistol.
Liquid. An entire year of dominance, all the way back to when they were Game Landers Purple, has all led up to this, and now on the verge of elimination from a Shopify that is looking unstoppable.
A day after they lost their first LAN matchup. History looking to repeat itself.
His strong angle. Drone's going to clear this though.
Stronger on defense. This is where Bastarda was able to start off the map and get
no
things going.
way. The swing happened just before the first ping of the drone.
Continue here. Naxi has been good, but down to 22 HP. The wall will go down, and so will the plant.
Shopify in this
DRN has wall. So, like I said earlier, the plan is going to be here to wall. Everyone swing while the wall is up. Create as much pressure as possible so we can wall defuse this. So let's keep an eye on the Sage. As they get into position, we're going to wait for the recon, and then when the recon lands, then it's going to be go time. Wall's going to come up, and they're all going to go. Ooh, Molly stops this. Wall's there.
That's early.
Molly is there, so the wall finds practically
This is going to be hard now for Liquid.
It's just a barrier for Shopify to
swing
through.
Back yellow.
Lori there, but Bastarda's so fast. She needs more. Only one. Lori with 3. It's Naxi alone.
Just didn't happen properly, right, chat? There was no. There was.
But it's a shot through Naxi. No time though. No
it's pretty much what I was saying, right? They needed to create more pressure when this came up. I actually don't like the wall that separates this, because there's then no angle to duel, so there's a bit of safety. A lot of what I used to do was praise Gambit a lot. They always had a good protocol of when they were going to do this wall, they always prioritize someone going top of sight, and it's really, really strong. It just means that no one can play back at yellow.
One enemy remaining.
They've been in these positions before.
So yeah, it was a nice try with the pistol, but it all kind of just came down to not creating enough chaos with the wall, and kind of the fact that the wall actually connected these two. You want to leave a bit of a gap so that people can duel and punish anyone in this area spamming the wall.
Halftime, a chance for them to right the course, but not the start they were looking for. Here the swarm comes in.
Oh my goodness.
Hunting
Oh my
down
goodness.
onto DRN. She's able to escape. It was a full save, so Shopify Rebellion sure to cruise on through here. So damage has been traded back, very narrowly missing on that shot. Actually,
Oh, did they have the
Shopify
Viper
trying
on
to
top?
turn this
Oh,
one
I didn't
around.
check
They
that.
knew
You might
the
be right.
tripwire
So I
was
definitely
broken.
did see that the wall was up when they did the wall, when they did the Sage wall. Too many walls.
That's a start. That's something.
That's an important kill, but I'm looking at the HPs.
Shopify
No
Rebellion just
armor.
waiting to see if the push will eventually come on in.
Might even wait for
And
this heal
interestingly
to go
enough,
up again.
Team Liquid going full spread out here. Just 2 players on the A site.
With that trip now gone, the chance for Naxi to fast flank. Once this actually comes through, that is reliant though on some stall. Dikey only has a classic.
Yeah, cool.
Shopify should surely clear her out in this corner, but utility in hand. Sunder is down. Is there a trade? Absolutely. Lori for 3 on the round and a resurrection too. That's heartbreaking for
Wall
TL.
missed, but we're ignoring.
I'm sorry, a round 2 res?
You don't see that one.
Back-to-back 3Ks? Lori just doing everything for her team.
Damn, this one
The
is
consistent
brutal.
force for Shopify throughout Game Changers 3.
Shop looked
Constantly
pretty good at
top-ranking,
Icebox.
Not even in those entry roles. And again today, putting a number on your screen that is frankly hard to believe. 25 kills in 14 rounds.
And back in NA, in that lower final, they nearly lost to Misfits. Lori kept them in that game. She kept them going. They went off to face C9. They qualified for this tournament, but no one expected them to make it this far.
No.
It was always Cloud9 and Shopify 2. It was never their own story, but they're making it now.
That's the thing, you know, it was always them number 2. We weren't even sure they
Who's the
were going
favorite?
to be the number 2
It's so,
heading into this event.
at least from
Right,
like
with how
visual
strong
test,
some of the
it's
other teams
impossible
in
for me to
NA
not say the
were able to
G2 on the
step up.
favorites.
But now the best
So
team in
I have to
NA,
go with that.
and maybe the
They
best
have
team
just
in
visually
all
looked
of
the
the
best.
Americas. The chance to take down
See, I still
TL
thought that
here. TL
C9
have
looked
the
really
rifles.
good,
They're
but
ready to
there was
fight
loads
back.
of 50s in that last game.
With Shopify Rebellion not overcommitting into the site, Nachi won
Loads of
again in
50s, and
position
the
in
individual
mid.
performance from Flower,
Let this go
KP,
last time. They're
and
ready for her.
Sonder
This
was kind of
swings
incredible.
through.
She wants
Shopify
more.
toying with her. She wants this fight, but eventually has to concede the angle.
The
But we'll
awareness
see.
sets in. Team
Oh no,
Axiano
this
ran
is
over
so
Benita.
brutal.
Benita was able to find that walk up. She was way in front of the rest of her team.
No, they
playing
can't
outside
even
of
get
B
that.
main.
Benita
A double flank on the way
accidentally
for Team Liquid.
purposely
That's how
jiggle
they're gonna
peeks
win
this and gets
round.
information,
Powerful.
plant down,
Powerful
keep an
is
eye on this
holding
duel
the
that's happening
angle.
at
Powerful
spawn.
finds both kills. Shopify
Chat,
Rebellion.
it's done.
A chance to go up to
Lori
match
is
and series point,
25
and
to 8.
Lori on the swing once more.
TL's in shambles.
On
Only
a
2
Sage?
left alive, trying to work back into this site.
I mean, I guess there hasn't been much of the attack,
Timer's
so
already gone so
the
far.
plant
Even
mission
look,
hasn't
this one
been,
isn't even winnable. It doesn't
Oh,
seem
it's
so.
not.
They're conceding. They're saving. Match and series point will be that of Shopify.
Oi, this has potential.
Shopify came today
no.
to prove a point.
She can
Okay,
hunt.
heard it.
Hunting down the rifles.
There's some guns to get here.
Maybe not to happen. I mean, after the series, in their eyes, was effectively stolen away from them. The cabbages
Wait,
and
wait.
then Icebox. That is not today's story whatsoever. Shopify Rebellion.
Okay, chat, I'm gonna do it. There's
just
9 chances
one
to
more
close
round
this one out.
to be able to make it happen. Flowerful held the flanks, held it absolutely perfectly. You look across this team. Shopify Rebellion have ascended within this tournament. Proven everyone wrong, exceeded expectations by miles.
Just
You look
pumped
at
up.
today, Chrissy, and out of Team Liquid, Cloud9, and Shopify, who would think that Shopify
9
would
chances
be
to
the team
close it
on
out.
the precipice of the grand finals?
The underdogs in the eyes of many in both matches today. And here to prove a little bit of a point, number 1 seeds who? G2 and number 2 seed heading in the finals.
Dude, is this
Shopify,
just what happens to
chance
Liquid at
to
their
upset
first champs
here
every single
and
time?
join them to go that final distance.
And an
Because
impossible
it is a
task
very
for
similar
Liquid.
story. A
9
lot of the times I
rounds
haven't been
in a
checking
row.
corners and stuff like that.
We need
This
to
is
see
very
something
similar to
magical
like
to even consider this comeback.
our first champs against Ascend. Like I saw someone mention it in chat earlier, but like it is actually pretty accurate.
3 Spectres in their hands.
Was it you, Curry? It's pretty accurate. Like a lot of this stuff is just like, I'm not
2,900
saying all of it, and it
credits
hasn't
in
come down
no
to all of it, and I
abilities,
do
no
think the shop
tripwire,
looked better
no armor,
for sure.
just
But
a
there has been
vandal to get the job done.
there
Team
has been
Liquid,
some
it
like
looks they went
basics where it's
heavily
just
leaning
like,
over towards this A side. It might be
I
the
don't
right
know,
read.
where it
That's
looks
what the
slightly
spike
off.
from Shopify is currently.
Shock Molly
Punish
slow
in
combo.
case they were trying to get the
Oh,
orb.
one going
Where
for
the
that orb.
hell is that shock dart gone?
The shot went a little bit
Just
wide
hit off a
there.
little ledge.
Safe from
It's
Shopify.
fine.
Still, TL actually pulling
It
off with his
absolutely
stack.
sent it.
Initially really suspecting A, but with the slower play from Shopify, they'll reset the round.
Twitter's going hard in on people.
The problem is mid control.
It's
for
good.
Team
Every
Liquid, because they
impression
don't
is
have
good
that
for
chamber
the
control.
scene.
See, Daiki is
As
playing
long
inside
as
the
the
kitchen. A lot of
players
times
can
you don't have
mentally
that
handle
trip,
it,
you try
it's
to
fine.
Post a player at bottom tube and just sort of fight forward.
Although I
inside
do
mid.
know that
That
people
is
on
not
Twitter
the
go a
idea
little
from
bit
Team
too
Liquid
hard
here, as they're
sometimes.
actually pushing into B main. Naxi is he able to take the first contact against Sonder. No kill.
There is
just
no
yet.
backup for this,
Goes for
really.
another one,
There's a
takes
big
down
bait
Lori,
being
and
sold. That's a
now we
good
get
kill,
on
though.
top
You
of
gonna
the
push
spike.
forward
She
with
needs to
this?
swing for more.
Wait,
She needs to
respect.
swing for
Had
more.
no idea about the
Slightly
second kill, but takes all
playing
3. Okay,
three.
9
And
chances.
Shopify might
Oh
just
boy.
get that one that is unless
I was
they
about
are
to say
peeking
I was about to say
mid.
9
So
chances to
imagine
8, but this isn't done.
2 kills already.
I mean, it should be done. They're in an
all
ult with the spike down.
Have to work through.
A flash for Bastarda. Daiki spots one, has some shock darts too, so the utility might be enough even before.
Am I happy about the new Liquid
Guns get
roster? Yeah,
involved.
I think it's gonna be really good. I don't
Be a
think
dart?
and I hope people don't take this the wrong way. I don't think that they're gonna win
Eventually,
Sao Paulo, but I think with
will
a
have
bit
to
more
permeate
time
the
they'll be
pit.
really strong.
and take this
it's just,
battle. 10
the
time
seconds
is
left.
gone.
It just has to be the kills if they want to make
Just
this
a
happen.
little bit too hard
just should
when
not
they're
be
facing a
possible.
lot
Team
of
Liquid,
teams that have
hold
kept
down, stay alive for
big
another.
cores. Right, just multiple teams that have
Naxi,
kept
the
like
hero
the
for
core
Team
of at least
Liquid
like
once
3 or
again,
4
up to
players.
20 kills. After that, it just
Okay, 9 chances go down to 8
insane
chances
push
for Shop
into
to finish
B
this.
main.
Fnatic, yeah, that's an example.
But that's the plays you gotta make.
Fnatic,
Down
NRG,
12 to 3, you
Na'Vi.
can't see that scoreline. You just
Right.
gotta see an opportunity, and Naxi took hers here.
Round by round.
C9,
That's what it's got to be. Does feel like we've heard a
DRX,
turn
PaperX.
in the crowd as well. So loud
Yeah,
for TL early on
I
for
think
those
the
Shopify
expectations
fans. They
of
are
Liquid
stepping
going
up.
into Sao Paulo will
we head
probably
into the
be too
17th
high for
right
their
here.
performance. That's at least where I'm sitting.
Not a perfect
That's where I'm at,
purchase for
basically.
Shopify, bit of a half.
Look at Benita. She's already out so far, but Bastarda very aware of that
100
possibility.
Thieves? Yeah.
Shopify actually dropped a very forward tripwire.
Like if Liquid
in
played
A
100 Thieves, in my head, I think
aggression
100 Thieves
as
would
they
beat
show
them
so
just
much presence
because
over
of
B.
the keeping a core, and obviously the upgrade was great.
Not getting over eager on the swing, just trying to play this small.
But I
little
think with a
offing.
bit more time, that's like
But, things could get problematic.
I
if
think with a
Flowerful
bit
is
more
able to
time, I
find those
changed my
opening picks,
opinion.
DRN
I would imagine.
was able to be able to trade it back.
Right here.
It's all down to Natu1 here, back yellow.
When does she time this swing?
Off the dart.
Through and
No way.
actually able to find
Oi, oi,
enough
oi, oi.
ammunition.
TP.
Has a teammate to hold her cross, so not in huge danger yet.
But they should know someone's playing
Could
here on
flash
default
behind
with
if they
the break of
wanted,
the night.
but
Natu1 going
damn,
for the
okay.
swing one more time, looking for a little
Damn,
bit
okay.
more. The first shots weren't there.
getting some
but the
confidence
next
now.
three
Probably a
were
little bit too
a
late, but
3K
9
to
chances
secure the
that go
round.
down to 7 chances for
That's
Shop
number
to
2.
finish this.
Keep them counting.
This was a low buy with some hero guns, so wouldn't worry too much. Flower has her ult if she wants. Dude, look at this.
Here
We're getting
we
real
go.
close to some of these
Start
ults. That's
of
gonna
that
be a way to
snowball
close
for
it out.
TL. Natu1 able to be the hero in this round. And you look, if Team Liquid require one player to find a 3K for the next 7 rounds, they've got the talent to do it. They need every single player on this team to wake up
Sao
to
Paulo
bounce back.
starts on Feb
Natu1
14th.
has that chamber up, rearing and ready to go, but Shopify with
Look
a full
Boy,
buy.
3-person push, but the
Insanity
recon came.
on
On the
this
verge
push.
of losing this series,
Wait,
on the verge of
are they
being
gonna keep
eliminated,
going?
and
Or
you
is it a little bit
gamble
bold?
on this push, but
Yeah, that was a little bit
Shopify
bold.
are
I
shutting
think
it
when
all
the
down.
recon
3 kills already.
hits
But
so...
Bastarda needs some magic. She'll
Let's
find
wait.
2. How much more? Nothing yet.
One
Flowerful
person,
takes her
Naxi to
down.
do it all, they're going to be able
It's
to
only
get the
Naxi.
res off and that might
1
be it.
versus
I think
4
a
and her
cancel
world
call had to
away.
happen here. It was a set strat. There was in my opinion, there was just too much information. There was too much util that got used back in terms of just so many numbers here that they had to hit the cancel button. They didn't, and looking like it's going to cost them.
Swinging from high, this one onto KP.
Yep, really nice from Shop. Damn, they actually make it into the finals. They have a good chance here. Good day for them. Sonder was a hero once again.
It is Shopify Rebellion's time.